let's talk about migraines. If you have ever suffered from one, you know that they can be debilitating at times. So, the thing with headaches, a lot of reports of symptoms are stabbing, the dizziness, the nausea, even the aura. That aura that we talk about is like hours before that migraine kicks in. You kind of know something's off. You can feel that you're heading down the road to a migraine. Um, Photophobia or phonophobia is when we're sensitive to light, sensitive to sound. And that's, when we kind of need to go in the dark room, close the door, shut the curtains, and try and sleep it off. With migraines, there are different causes. Sometimes there's direct triggers that we know, if I drink too much caffeine, I'm going to end up with a migraine, so I need to limit the amount of caffeine. Other times there are no common triggers that cause these things. So it can just be a neurological imbalance that's going on that causes the symptoms. Now, some triggers that when we're talking to people that are suffering from migraines, we talk about their stress level. How is their caffeine? Have they skipped any meals? Have they lost, how's the sleep? Are we only sleeping 5 or 6 hours? That's going to contribute to this. And then the weird one is the physical exertion that we have to try and balance because they want to exercise, but if they do, they end up with this debilitating migraine. So with migraines, sometimes we do need medication for that. Sometimes we use medications that prevent them. Sometimes we use medications that we take after they start. And by saying I don't prescribe those medications. We then refer out to neurologists or primary cares that help kind of co-manage the symptoms of migraines. In office, the things we can do is we still want to maintain good motion through the neck and upper back. There's no direct correlation between loss of range of motion in the neck and migraines. But if you have a stiff neck and you have a migraine, you're going to feel the combination of the two. So we still want to keep good motion moving. That way we might be able to relieve some of those symptoms faster. Okay, and then we talk about strengthening and posture-related things, which you probably have seen there's a trend with a lot of these different headaches that posture and muscle weaknesses play a factor. And some of that is just prolonged sitting, looking down at our phones, even reading our books. We look down, and so there's patterns where we're constantly tucking down that puts a ton of pressure on the muscles and the nerves and the ligaments of the back of our neck. So if you're suffering from migraines, we would love to sit down and talk. Let's talk about, let's walk through our triggers. Let's see what symptoms you do have. Can we relieve any pressure anywhere else that might cut down your frequency or severity of migraines? Or do we need to maybe refer out to a neurologist? So we're always open to those conversations. We love co-managing with other providers here in St. Louis, and we're here to help. So reach out with any questions you might have.